World War II, many women stepped out of their roles as homemakers to enter the workforce, replacing men who were out fighting the war. Women took positions in factories and industries to help the war effort.
That's right, and Charlotte was one of the country's leaders in supporting our troops with ammunition. It's a piece of buried history that was uncovered in the book Poster Girls. Natisha Lance sat down with the author to learn more about this.
It was 2,200 acres. This would have been the heart of it. This would have been where the main cafeteria was built.
That cafeteria is now a Mexican restaurant located in what is now known as Steele Creek. It's an area about 10 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina.
I tried to imagine that it was pretty much dirt roads between here and Charlotte.
It's the only physical structure author Meredith Ritchie had to imagine what life was like in 1943 at the U.S. Rubber Company, locally called the Shell Plant.
I think it was definitely a city within itself. It had 7 cafeterias, it had its own hospital, it had its own fire department, it had its own water tower. You could fit 6 Carowinds inside the footprint of this campus, I would call it.
The plant played a vital role in producing anti-aircraft shells for Navy ships during World War II, employing 10,000 people at the time, mostly women, and many of them minorities. Inside the plant, the rules of segregation didn't exist. Everyone was paid the same.
For that brief 2.5-year period that kind of base level equality existed, I really wanted to explore what they could accomplish with that base.
Ritchie, who works full-time in banking, says the idea for the book came from wondering how women lead. She used the plant's history as inspiration for her first novel, Poster Girls.
I knew I wanted to write a women's empowerment story.
That history could now end up on the big screen.
The book has been optioned for a movie, for a feature film. How does that happen?
I send the book to anybody and everybody that I think it could potentially, some sort of snowball reaction could happen with it.
And it did, falling into the hands of Christina Capra, a third-generation filmmaker. Her screenplay adaptation of Poster Girls is already award-winning, making its production future within reach.
That's the power, I think, of hope, the power of just taking that next step, because you really never know where it can go.
Natisha Lance, WBTV, on your side.